Good morning. Sitting down is a very good posture, and being undisturbed helps one's focus and concentration. Good morning to creation, to evolution, to one's heritage, however old that might be. Don't think that you're just whatever age you are chronologically from when you were born upon this world in the last 100 years or so. You think you just popped out of an oven and like a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie, and there you are? It is all perspective. One is born from the maturation, from the growing of one's DNA. It's got something to do with your mother and father transporting the DNA to you. A transitional evolutionary increment of one generation. How many generations make up your DNA? How many million make up what's coming into play when one is conceived? One cell becomes two. Two becomes four. Up to 1,000,000,000,000 when one is born. What is in each one of these cells that is the same? Your DNA. When one says to themselves, I am a bundle of miracles, it's not an exaggeration. It's a sense of humility. Because what we are part of, each of us represent, is a heritage millions upon millions of years old. It's easy to not think of these background facts. Yet, when one calls one's attention to one's breathing process, it is a beginning. One's shimmering, ecstatic vibration, it is the same. It is the essence of whom we are. Bundles of miracles. If we can add to this simple realization a sense of awe, nurturing our own self-evolution, because that's what we're doing here now. Mindful meditators are remembering the majesty of one's own creation. It is inherent in the concept. Feeling a sense of reverence, feeling a sense of astonishment, amazement, creates a sense of awe. Just seeing what is, what has occurred. One need not exaggerate or create stories. Evolution is a story enough in itself, and a source of a key or keys of bringing us to a state of curious witnessing of the majesty of whom we are. As one breathes and flows through a moment or a moment's progression, flowing through the river of time, brings us to a sense of continuity between what was, what is, and what will be, helping create an opportunity for widening one's perspective in these three senses. What was, what is, what might be, what is our potential. It is what we conjure it up to be. It is why to reach than settled for less than you want. Attaining goals is effort. Make no doubt about its need. Energy needs to be put into whatever one wants. Finding within oneself a comfortable posture. We have something in common. We have ourselves. We have our family. Each of us represent as cousins, realizing we are 99.6% the same in our DNA. We are the family of mankind. Ask yourself, this is what mindful meditation is, to grow. One need nurture themselves. How do we do that? With inquiries and answers. And where do we get those questions and answers? We get them from wherever we can find them. But we certainly want to validate them with our own minds. It's important. Just as much as feeling a state of awe is important. Nurture. Help grow. Create goals that are worthwhile for one to pursue. Ones that are thought of in one's mindful meditation. To accrue. What do I need to do in my life to improve my situation? Accepting what you find and working on it. Improving. Being open to suggestion from wherever. But look most closely at what you think yourself to better understand one's own unique nature. Oftentimes people find they can be their own best friends with kindness, compassion, and sometimes people find themselves as their worst enemies, and in between. We all need to be careful, all of the time, for how and what we are thinking. To remind ourselves, we have our tools for raising our consciousness, our intuition. Know thyself. Being comfortable, relaxed, and undisturbed, realizing the shimmering majesty of one's own presence, listening to the sounds, or the potential, or the possibility of what's being created in one's mind, one's auditory sensations, illumination, one's feelings, one's warmth, one's quaking, undulating, vibrating being. As your cells celebrate being alive, rising. Be a beacon unto oneself and all that surround you with your very best side. This is being a steward, having the responsibility to offer oneself as an example worthy of emulation. It is for you to decide if you want to be this way, remembering its energy. What value does it have to be a steward, to be a beacon, a lighthouse for others to emulate, to see their own potential? It is in the evolution of mankind. One is making a contribution not only to oneself, because when one is a beacon, a bundle of miracles, everyone feels the majesty of one's presence and raises the possibilities for all. Shine with your self-knowledge and share. Enjoying one's day. Linger for a minute. Namaste.